Okay, I wanted to put this video together to show what I've been working on, and also to get feedback before I wrap up another DragonOS Focal ISO. So no real order to this, I guess, other than use my notes here. Just going to go right down here. Let's see. So we're going to be on. I'll have to change this date when it's actually done, but what I've done so far is upgrade SDRAngel as of today. Caught my attention was the Zigbee modulator that it includes, and you can find this under other internet. SDRAngel, not the SDR Play support one. I haven't updated that one yet. I'm hoping that the main SDRAngel will include native SDR Play support soon, hopefully, so we don't have to have both versions in here. I have a LimeSDR plugged in right now, and you'll see that there's a new, well, actually a new layout here up in the upper left hand corner where you actually select your devices from, and where you'll find the modulator, actually, I'm sorry, is under the sync side. So if you come here, add a sync device, let's see, yeah, should add a sync device off of the LimeSDR. Come over here to channels, you're going to see there's the 802.15.4 modulator, and add that over on the right hand side. And there's more information on the SDRAngel page about the modulator and how it works, the different frequencies, channel power, of course the frequencies that you need to be on for the actual to line up with the channels. So that's that'll be in there. I'm kind of curious to see. I would think you should be able to broadcast with this, and then maybe receive with something like the what's included in DragonOS in the user source. Let's see, GR. Yeah, you can use GNU Radio right here. Maybe you could use the flow graph to receive and kind of interact between two SDRs. So that's in there. Let's see what else. srsLTE is updated, and then I had somebody point out that I forgot to put the lib Airspy HF and the corresponding SOAPy module for that, so I put that in there. I don't have an Airspy HF to test, HF Plus to test, but that should be fine now. QRadiolink is pretty interesting. Read more about it here. A lot of features that I can't think of as in any other application that I have in DragonOS. To be quite honest, the linking over the internet and SDR over VoIP and so on and so forth, I have not actually had much experience with that. But I will point out it's here in the user source. QRadiolink. I've got a RTL-SDR. Let's see, plugged in. Go ahead and unplug the LimeSDR. I've got a B205 Mini. I'll plug that in, and we'll start the QRadiolink up, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. What I noticed is before we're doing, and this is all on the frequently asked questions on the QRadiolink page, before trying to receive or transmit, you want to make sure you actually come over. And it is set by default to use an RTL dongle for the receive, and then of course it's got UHD set here, and in this case I have the B205 Mini. But I found that essentially at least pulling this page up and hitting save prevents or has prevented this whole application from crashing when I switch RX/TX on or off. So there's a lot of features that I'm again not familiar with. You got this Mumble server that you can set it up. You can configure it to do video as well, voice, push to talk, repeater. So a lot I gotta figure out and understand here. Let's see. But at the very least here, you can just see, you can do a receive, and this is coming from the RTL-SDR dongle. You can see you can pick up some FM here. Change this to wide FM. So I'll be learning more about this. It looks like it was primarily put together for classroom use, so it'd be pretty good to learn and experiment with this. And that's fairly new, the QRadiolink being able to work in, matter of fact, I think it was just a week ago, fixed to work in 20.04. So thank you to the developer for addressing that. Let's see, what else? WireGuard, I went ahead and put WireGuard on here, another VPN. Was waiting for it to actually be built into the kernel. I just went ahead and installed the package. This srsLTE Sniffer, I can honestly not say if it really works. It looks very interesting. You can read about it here. I'll put all the links, compile all this, and put it in the README. But the fact that it's saying that you should be able to catch the IMSI on LTE is very interesting, and you can read down through here how it doesn't and how it should work. What's interesting to me is in the output files, it does look as if this person got some information, and so it took a little while to build properly, or at least the best that I can see. I actually had to pull down an older release, and so I've built everything. You would change to this directory here. You're probably going to need a I have the B205. See if I can prop it up to pick up a signal here, just to show how I think it should work. You can see I've already ran it. It's got the IMSI CSV, the PCAP text files. This loop catcher is what we're going to use, and then I put files in various places to build new versions of the cell management that convert to CSV and a couple other things. So I laid it all out. What you want to do is you come down through here. You need to change some of the frequencies in the loop catcher, and if you don't know the frequencies, you can use some of the other tools that's in DragonOS Focal, like the LTE scanner thing that I've shown in the past, or you can use your phone here. Gives you the information. See what your phone's connected to. Let me see, I think I already, yeah, so I had two different frequencies here. I think it's really just the 842 one though. Commented out some stuff because I'm not using the Pi. I've already got it set up for you. So we should just be able to run loop catcher. Oops, sorry, with. Alright, I'm back. I had to cut out a big chunk here. I realized that when I built the srsLTE Sniffer, I had built it in the home directory, and then I just copied it over to the user source. Anyways, I just rebuilt the whole thing, and so you'll see a big chunk of the video missing, and essentially where I think I had left off is in the loop catcher. I put or you would put the frequencies that are in your area. Because of how I'll have to make this, you'll probably have to go ahead and use sudo in front of this. I'll just go ahead and do it as if how it would actually work. And so we'll run this. I have the B205 Mini plugged in, and you can read on this page. Just carefully read this. You understand how the breakdown of how it's working and what it's may do. Be curious to see feedback from everyone. And I should point, this should fit in because I have saved, I've optimized essentially the last little mark here. I've optimized and tried to make room for additional software, so I was able to kind of get back about 300 megs worth of space. So anyways, this should fit in there. If it doesn't, I'll build it, zip it up, and include it where you can download it. But anyways, we would run this like this. Okay, so I'll fix this, but we'll run it like this. I'll get it all fixed. I think it's because of the way that the bin bash thing, bin sh at the top. Anyways, so it's looking for the one frequency, which isn't the right one. I'll hit Control C. I'll switch over to the other frequency, and you'll see it's 887. You'll see it found cell ID there. And so, you know, it could be something I just don't quite understand here as far as what this is supposed to look like, because it'll tell you what you should be seeing in the little GUI right behind me. And so what will happen is it'll do its thing here, and then in theory I should be able to end it, and then it will, let's see, okay, alright, I'm going to put the radio down, and then it would dump the into a PCAP, the, oh yeah, there we go, the text file here, it dumped the information, and then I guess the end result would be the LTE IMSIs here. So pretty interesting. I've not seen it work, but I wanted to go ahead and include it in case others can test it and hopefully find that it does work. Last but not least, I fixed the Osmo network in the box scripts and the Osmo SIP connector. So the videos that I've done in the past that shows how to quickly take a LimeSDR and through scripting set up a GSM network that can automatically text or call phones that connect. You'll find all that in the user source Osmo network in the box scripts. And just remember, check out the config.json file and you can see what is enabled by default. This is the actual integration with what will happen when a phone connects. You can turn these on and off. There's also auxiliary, let me see, yep, some auxiliary scripts. You can run those and you can see what they can do. And yeah, so if there's anything else, I thought about including Yate BTS and that whole setup, but that takes up quite a bit of space. And I've not actually seen it, but maybe a handful of times work with the Blade RF XA4 that I have. If I get my hands on, or someone confirms that it works, the particular version I was looking at building works with the Blade, the older Blade RF, I'll be glad to include that. I just want to make sure that it actually works. Although I say that and I've included the srsLTE Sniffer, but I'm just really curious what other people see of that. So, yeah. All right. Let me know what you want added so I can hurry up and get this done and uploaded. Thanks.